Well, we're going to do some taping this morning. This is December the 5th, 1969. We have a real nice-looking group of boys and girls. This is a third-hour group. We're doing this taping because I like to keep a record of the students I've had in school. Plus, I'm using this as a part of our discussion in our unit on electricity and making recordings. I want to talk to all these boys and girls and ask them a few questions and find out maybe some things about them. And we have a boy, first of all. What's your name?
Eddie Maloney.
Eddie, how do you feel about being first?
I don't like it.
What do you dislike about it?
Have to be first.
Where had you rather be?
Back in my seat.
Eddie, how does it feel being a twin?
I don't know.
Could you tell me some of the advantages of it?
Well,
Well, are there any disadvantages?
yeah.
Name some.
I get in trouble sometimes when he does it.
When he does what?
When he does something, I get in trouble sometimes.
Why would that be?
Well, like Mom looks at the back of our heads and she don't look at the front. She gets on to me.
Which one would you say is the meanest of you two?
Him.
I think he is. Uh-huh. Well, what would you like to have for Christmas?
Shotgun.
What kind of a shotgun?
12 gauge.
12 gauge. Okay, thank you for talking. We've got another boy here. All right. Now, he didn't talk up quite as much as I'd like for him to, and maybe we can get you to. What's your name?
Bradley Brooks.
Okay, Bradley, how you liking school this year?
Oh, fair, I guess.
How do you like science class?
It's one of my favorite.
Oh, that's... I might say if I ever ask you anything about the class in here or about who your favorite teacher is, even though you don't mean it, just say, you know, this is the class. And but it sounds good on tape, you know. Bradley, do you have any brothers or sisters?
No.
Well, I asked Maloney there how it felt being a twin. How's it feel being the only child?
Well, you get a lot more.
That's right. Yeah, that's a good point. Have you ever had to learn to share things with anybody?
Nope.
Do you think that you'd been better off if you had learned to share things?
Not really.
You think then that you're a pretty nice kind of a guy?
Definitely.
You seem to be getting away from me too. What would you like to do, Bradley, when you're, grown?
I'd like to go into engineering.
Well, that would be fine. Thank you for talking. You all might be thinking about that because I may ask some of you the same question. All right, and we have another boy. What's your name?
Kevin Brown.
All right, Kevin, we're not related, are we?
No.
Almost, aren't we?
Oh.
Well, brown and gray, that's pretty close. I mean, you're just a shade darker, right? What's your dad's name?
Bob.
Your mother?
Sue.
And I believe your father used to be a football player, didn't he?
Yeah.
Do you remember when he played?
No.
Tell us what he's told you about it, like what position he played.
Halfback.
Did he tell you how good he was?
Yeah.
How good was he?
I don't know. He just...
I believe your mother has been recently been going to school. Is that right?
Yeah.
Tell us where and what she learned.
She went to beauty school over at Harrisburg.
Does she have a shop now, or work in a shop?
Yeah.
All right, and what would you like to do, Kevin, when you're grown?
Be a pharmacist.
What does a pharmacist do? They fix farms?
No.
Well, you're trying to get away from me, Kevin. You're not speaking up very loud either. Really, what does a pharmacist do?
They just give medicine, I guess.
Okay, they don't give it away, do they? Sell it. Okay. All right, thank you for talking. Now we've got a girl. I'm going to have 2 or 3 girls, four girls here in a row. Come on over a little closer now. You notice how they all try to back up from us? I put that mic up there close to her mouth now. All right, what's your name?
Diane Goldman.
Diane, do you have a nickname?
Yeah.
Would you like to tell us what it is?
Di.
Di? Where'd you get that?
My sister.
Oh, was it because maybe she didn't talk plain, or what was it?
She don't talk very plain.
Oh, I see. And other kids call you that?
Yes.
How do you like science?
I like it pretty good.
How about the teacher?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Do you have your picture up here on the wall?
No.
You don't have it up there. Are you going to give me a picture?
it's good.
Uh-huh. I thought maybe you maybe wasn't going to give me one because you didn't want one of mine.
Yeah.
Oh, you do? What are you going to do with it?
Keep it.
You going to take it home and throw darts at it?
No, I don't think so.
Stick pins in it?
No.
What would you say is your favorite subject in school?
Spanish.
What do you like about Spanish?
You learn foreign language and you know how to speak it.
Can you say some words that are maybe a sentence that you've learned in Spanish this year?
Let's see.
Go on.
¿Cómo se llama?
What does that mean?
What's your name?
Well, what else?
I keep thinking that.
What is your name in Spanish?
Diana.
Mm-hmm.
Diana Goldman.
Have you learned some other statements or some other sentences? Say another one. One more.
Let's see. ¿Qué hora es ya?
What's that?
What time is it?
About time to talk to this next girl. All right. Thank you for talking. This girl's got real black. No, that's blonde, isn't it? Blonde-looking hair. And she comes from north of Eldorado at a big metropolis called Broughton, right?
Yeah.
And what's your name?
My name's Delight Griswold.
Okay, I spent some time around Broughton in my life. I went to school there for a while. And I don't think I made it famous or anything, but let's see. Now, what's your father's name?
Charles Griswold.
And your mother?
Lana Griswold.
And how many brothers and sisters you got?
I got 4 sisters and 1 brother.
You got a sister that's a twirler, haven't you?
Yeah.
You mean yes, don't you?
Yeah. Yes.
I would like when you're putting this on tape up here to try to use your best grammar that you can, you know. Well, let's see. Now you got a big sister and you've got some brothers and sisters. How about Christmas? What have you been kind of hints you've been giving?
I don't know.
You know what you like to have?
No.
What would you like to do when you're grown?
Be a beautician.
Do you think you could help me any?
I don't know.
It'd take a major overhaul to help me, wouldn't it? All right. Well, let's see now. Oh, yes. Well, no, I'll say this question to someone else. Let's talk to this next girl. Thank you for talking, and come on over here, kid. And what's your name?
Gail Higgs.
And do you like that name?
No.
What do you like? What would you like to be called if you could choose your name? Parents, they stick these names on us before we even know what's happening. What would you name yourself if you had a choice?
Kathy or something.
Like Kathy Cheek? You like that name? Do you like Kathy Cheek?
Yes.
She's a pretty good kid.
Yes.
Have you gone to school with her for quite a while?
Yes.
How about science? You like science this year?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. See, she said the right thing. Now, I don't know for sure that she's telling the truth, but she said the right thing. You made pretty good grades the last 9 weeks, didn't you?
Yes.
Well, let's see now. I believe you have some brothers or sisters?
4 brothers and 1 sister.
Are you the baby in the family?
No.
Oh, what do you have younger than you?
1 brother.
One little brother. How old is he?
9.
Does he go to school at Hillcrest?
Yes.
Who's his teacher?
Mrs. White.
And let's say that you had a lot of money, and you say you had $1,000. That's not a lot of money, but it's more than a little bit. And you could go out and buy you any kind of something to wear. Now, you got a pretty green dress on today. Let's suppose that you could buy something to wear. What would you buy? Your mother wouldn't put any restrictions on you. She said, there it is, you buy it.
Oh, I don't know. I'd probably buy a whole bunch of dresses.
What kind of style, or what would they be?
I don't know.
You just don't know. But you'd try to spend it.
Yes.
Okay. Most of us put it in action, don't we? All right, let's talk to another girl. Now we've got 1 row completed. We've got a 2nd row, and come over here a little bit closer. And a little closer. And what's your name?
Lisa Mitchell.
Lisa, do you feel a little bit embarrassed talking on the tape?
Yes.
Well, I can understand how you feel. Do you think I'm embarrassed?
No.
How can you tell?
Well, 'cause you're so cool. and
Oh, hey, man. I didn't know I was cool. Hey, man, I'm really cool. Well, you have to get used to things like this. Now, when I was your age, I wouldn't have done anything like this. I'm really, though, at heart, really shy. Do you know that?
Yes.
I told you that, didn't I?
Yes.
And let's see now, Lisa. Where did you go to school last year?
Hillcrest.
How do you like school this year?
Oh, it's okay, I guess.
Do you like it as well or not?
I don't like it as well.
I wonder why you don't like it as well this year.
Well, I think because Hillcrest, is closer to our home.
That's the only reason?
Yes.
Well, doesn't the bus bring you to school?
Yes.
Well, so that should be, how far away do you live?
From where?
Well, from school. From school.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, you live right up in College Heights somewhere, don't you?
Clear Clock.
Well, I would think, though, having me for a teacher and all these other nice teachers this year, that you'd really like school.
Oh, I do, in a way.
Well, I had him almost talk her into that one, didn't I? Lisa, what are you planning on doing with your life when you get out of school?
I think being a teacher.
Oh, boy, we could stand another one in the profession just like you. I think you'd make a good one. And you keep this in mind now. We put it on tape, and so you don't want to go back on your word, okay?
Okay.
All right, another girl, and let's see who she is. You're a little too far away, too. Would you come on over, please? And what's your name?
Cindy Martin.
And Cindy, you have heard your voice before.
Yes.
How do you think it sounds? You think were you pleased with it? Did it sound better than you thought, or worse?
Worse.
What did it sound like to you?
A chipmunk.
Hey, a chipmunk. Hey, how's a chipmunk go?
I'm not telling you.
Well, it went just like that if that's the way you sound, right? How do you get along with your little brother?
I don't have one.
No sisters?
No.
You got a mom and dad?
Yes.
Let's see, your father runs a clip joint?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is he a pretty good barber?
Best in town.
How do you know?
I've heard people say that.
Who?
I don't know, everybody.
Well, you don't think they would tell you that if they thought he was a poor man, you don't think they'd tell you that, do you?
No.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, I'll have to agree with you. He is. I think he's the best in Eldorado. He cuts my hair. He really does have to really work hard, though, to get mine to look like anything. Let's see now. You're expecting to get what for Christmas?
A record player.
Mm-hmm. What kind of record player, or do you know?
One let you carry a little one.
What kind of records, what kind of music do you like?
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Who's your favorite group?
Cow seals.
Cow Seals. Cow Seals. That's a strange name, isn't it? Well, they're a family, aren't they?
Yes.
Did you go to DuQuoin and see them this year?
No.
Would you like to see them in person?
Yes.
Well, my kids saw them up at DuQuoin. They were excited about them. And what are you going to do when you get grown?
I'd like to be a beautician.
A beautician. Well, that'd be fine. All right, let's talk to this boy. And time seems to be getting away from us. Time passes awfully fast when you're talking to interesting boys and girls. Come over a little bit closer, buddy. And what's your name?
Douglas Poole.
And do you prefer Douglas to Doug?
No.
Where'd you get that Douglas name?
I don't know.
Was it after some of your ancestors, or your parents thought it was a good name for a boy?
I guess I thought it was a good name for a boy.
Did you ever ask him about it?
No.
Do you have a middle name?
Yes.
What's it?
Ray.
Where'd you get the Ray?
My dad.
And his name is what?
Kenneth.
Kenneth Ray. You know, Doug last night, he was most of the time helps us keep score at the basketball games, and pretty handy. Pretty good boy, too, and does a real good job in school. What are you going to do when you get grown, Doug?
Be a forest ranger.
Are you tired?
No.
Why are you leaning on the desk for? I thought maybe you was tired, you know. You didn't get enough sleep last night. Did you eat breakfast this morning?
Yes.
What'd you have, Doug?
Sausage.
Yeah?
And eggs.
And?
Bacon.
And?
Toast.
Well, that's pretty good breakfast. Well, let's see. Now, you're going to be a forest ranger. Is that you're going to be like Smokey the Bear?
No.
What do forest rangers do?
Well, they sit on top of lookout towers sometime and watch for fires, and they help put them out, or they can be kind of like conservationists.
Oh, that's good. And see, well, he made 3 or 4 sentences there. That's why I want you to talk and tell about things, because I'm trying to get you on here. And I wonder what would happen if he saw a fire.
Well, you'd line it up in a scope-like thing and then report it. And the forest rangers at the big station would call in some firefighters.
Well, good. That's right. And thank you, Doug, for talking with us. Now we got another girl. Nice-looking girl, nice smile. Seems to be very pleasant. Maybe she isn't, but she appears that way. And what's your name?
Cynthia Stormont.
Mm-hmm. And they call you Cindy, I suppose.
Yes.
Where did you come from?
Salem,
Where's that?
up north in Illinois.
Mm-hmm. Did you live very long in Salem?
Well, I was born there, but I lived in Sandoval, and that was about a couple miles from it.
Your parents from up that area?
Uh-huh.
And you got other brothers and sisters?
I don't have any brothers, but 3 sisters.
Mm-hmm. Are you the oldest?
Yes.
Are they pains in the neck?
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm. What does your father do for a living?
He works at Scotland as a data processing.
Data processor. What do they do? What does he have to do to earn his pay?
Well,
Process dates?
no. He works with computers and takes orders from stores for Scotland.
Good. And where did he learn this?
I don't know.
Did he had to go to school, I suppose, didn't he?
Yes.
Was this before you were born?
I don't know.
Won't you ask him sometime?
Okay.
You ever talk to him?
Well, not about that much.
You are on speaking terms, though. I mean, you do speak to him and say, you're not enemies or anything.
No.
Okay, thank you for talking. And we got a boy here. This guy is, I think I'll call him Muscles. I think he's a pretty good kid, too. Matter of fact, at least all these boys and girls are. You know, I kind of think of all of them being my kids. Kind of like these up here. I've got my favorite kid, of course, in the middle there. And then I've got all the rest of them around. Your name?
Wade Waller.
Wade Water.
Wade Waller.
Oh, Wade Waller. Oh, I got it messed up there on that. Let's see, Wade, you live out in the country?
Yes.
Where do you live?
Down there on Billman Road.
Right on the road?
No. On the side of it, down the road.
On the side, down the road, down the side road.
Yeah, down another.
Do you live on the side road?
Yeah.
Right on the road? Right on the road?
No. On the
No, I know where you live. I just kidding you. You live out in that area down there by not too far from Fred Harris, right?
Yes.
I bet he's caused a lot of noise, doesn't he?
No.
No. What do you like to do, Wade, when you're not in school?
Play baseball.
Well, why didn't you play last fall?
I don't know.
You going to next fall?
Yes.
Good. You going to play this summer, I suppose?
Yes.
That'd be good. And I asked some of the others about their future. What would you like to do when you're grown?
A baseball player.
What else, if you can't make a baseball player?
I don't know.
You don't know. You got a big sister?
Yeah.
Is she noisy?
Yes.
She makes a lot of noise at basketball games, doesn't she?
Yes.
You got any other brothers or sisters?
Yes. One brother and another sister.
What would you say, Wade, is your favorite food?
Steak.
What would you like to go with it?
Corn on the cob and mashed potatoes.
Man, you're making me hungry. That's an awful good food to talk about going right before lunchtime, isn't it? Well, Wade, I tell you, I thank you for talking to, and I got another boy here starting on the third row. I don't know. We might even have time to talk to everybody today. I hope so. And what's your name?
Chuck Maloney.
And I talked to your little brother a while ago, right?
Yes.
And he was telling me that you get him in trouble.
No.
Which one do you think is best kid of the two? You? How do you know, or you are?
Well, he hits me all the time.
You're really overall better kid.
Yes.
Who would you say your mother gets after and Dad gets after the most?
Eddie.
Uh-huh. See, we're learning the other side of the story now. Well, let's see about you now. We're approaching Christmas time. I believe he told me he wanted a gun. I believe he told me that. Now, what do you like to have?
Tape recorder.
Like to have a tape recorder. Well, now there's a difference in interest all the way from a gun to a tape recorder. And do you have in mind any kind of tape recorder?
No.
Have you told your parents?
No.
You haven't told them you want one?
No.
Well, how you know you're going to get one?
I told my grandma.
Oh, you told your grandma. Yeah. Well, now that, you might even have more luck with them than you might your parents, because, you can kind of soft soap your grandparents sometimes, and sweet talk them, and they'll get you things, right? Well, let's see now. You're going to grow up some of these days. What do you like to do?
I don't know.
And would you like to be a professional bum?
No.
You wouldn't want to be a hippie, would you?
No.
Well, I don't think you would. And what is probably your favorite subject in school?
Science.
Really, now, are you just saying that?
I don't know.
You like science, and it's about as good as any of the rest?
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. I'm glad to talk to you, young man. Anybody else says they like science, I like to talk to them. All right, we have another boy. And you got a nickname?
Yes,
What's your name?
David Wilson.
And you like to tell us your nickname?
Not really.
Oh, you don't want to broadcast it?
No.
I saw you last night playing basketball. You playing?
Yes.
Did Mr. McCroy holler at you?
Yes.
What was he trying to get you? What was he trying to get you to do?
Hurry up.
Yeah, he was trying to get your attention. He's trying to get you to hurry up and also put on the press and so forth. How do you feel when you get out there to play?
Scared.
It is kind of a strange feeling, isn't it?
Yes.
All the people are hollering and so forth. If person's never played, they don't know how it is. This afternoon I'm going to be playing. Yeah, this faculty game, and I'll experience all the excitement. What are you going to do, David, when you're grown?
Oh, I don't know. I guess a dentist.
How do you like science this year?
Fun.
Better than last?
Yes.
Better than any other year?
Yes.
Hey, man, let me put his name down here. Well, I'm glad to hear that. And why do you think you like science better this year?
Guess a better teacher.
You guess or you know?
I guess.
You just guessed. So you got a big brother. How you get along with him?
Fair.
Does he still boss you around?
Yes.
How about your dad and mom? They boss you around too?
Yes.
And you're the baby?
Yes.
Well, you're a yes man, aren't you? Let's see what I could get you to say so you'd say more than yes. What are you going to get for Christmas? Don't say a yes.
I guess a shotgun 410.
Oh, boy. What would you do for 410?
Shoot.
Yeah, what, though?
Oh, I don't know, squirrels or ducks.
Maloney just whispered, said he wouldn't kill squirrels. He'll have to get close enough to one that'll kill you. David, thank you for talking. Now we got another fella coming along here. And this guy's a little bit taller. This guy's name is?
Longwood.
Do you have a nickname?
No.
I think maybe I'm going to give you one. Would you like me to give you one?
Yeah.
I'm going to call you Speedy Gonzales. Lauren runs pretty fast and call him Speedy, and there used to be a fellow named Speedy Gonzales, so I'll give you the name of Speedy. How do you like, now you play basketball quite a bit, how do you like playing basketball?
I like it.
What's the biggest, most enjoyment you get out of it?
Playing a sport.
Just playing. Does the coach ever have to get after you?
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do wrong?
Quite a few things.
What in general?
Well, like one time against North City, I blowed a layup.
And not once, was it?
Yeah.
Well, you were by yourself that North City game, were you? Several people making mistakes. Are you looking forward to track?
No.
You're not looking forward to track season? Why not?
I've decided I don't think I want to take it this year.
Why?
I don't know.
Boy, I don't know about him. Well, you'll probably change your mind because it'll be a lot of fun. We hope. Is there something that is interfering with your going out for track?
No?
You afraid I'll work you too hard?
Yeah.
Well, no, not that bad. What are you going to do when you're grown?
I'm going to be a professional basketball player.
Oh, a pro basketball player. You have a preference as to the team you're going to play for?
Yeah.
Who?
Boston.
Why?
Because I like them.
Oh, they're not winning this year.
I know it.
You're going to help them win.
Yeah.
Okay. Next person, thank you for talking. And we got another boy here. And come a little closer here. And what's your name?
Tom Garner.
Tom, you a country boy?
Yes.
You ever drive a tractor?
Yes.
How long have you been driving a tractor, Tom?
Well, the first time I drove it, I was in, I guess, it's summer after I was in the 2nd grade.
That's pretty good. You've never been hurt?
No, I've never been, or just cut my hand or something like that.
I suppose your dad, has talked safety to you, hasn't he?
Yes.
How's your mother feel about this when you get out there?
Well, sometimes she never knows anything about it.
How would she feel, you think, if she knew you was out there and you was in the 2nd grade?
Well, that time I just got to drive the tractor. Dad was on there up to the house, and it's about a quarter of a mile. Dad's was down the ditch. We was trying to pull a cultivator out. We got another tractor hung. He started to back up. He was in reverse and started to back up and get in the ditch.
I don't have any trouble with him talking, see. Now, he really talks, and most of you say yes and no. Well, you're going to be in the 8th grade next year, and you're going to go into high school and possibly go to college. What kind of a future would you like to have?
Well, I haven't decided yet exactly what I want to be.
What looks appealing to you right now?
Working on cars.
Like to be a mechanic? Are you sure?
I haven't decided yet. I don't know.
Okay, well, you probably wouldn't be. What do you want for Christmas?
Well, I wanted a new toolbox, and a new saw, and a new drill, and a whole bunch of stuff like that, but I know I can't get all of it.
Oh, boy, those are very practical gifts, aren't they? Well, thank you for talking. Got another boy, and then we're going to have a girl, and we'll have 3 rows completed. And come over here a little closer, and what is your name?
James Edwin Burrell,
And what did you say you was going to do when you're grown?
professional football player.
You're going to do something else, too, aren't you? Going to go to school? What kind of school?
At law.
Tell us about this. You have an uncle or something? What did he say?
He said if I moved down there with him, he'd send me to college down there.
That's in Memphis?
Yes.
That sounds pretty good.
Yes.
Now, come over here. You can try and get away from me. Now, I'll tell you what. I'm going to ask you a question. Now, I won't tell anybody, and they won't listen. And I'd like to ask you a question. Maybe it's a little bit personal. I don't know. Who's your girlfriend?
I don't have one.
See, now I thought he'd tell me. Don't have a girlfriend. Girls are not very interesting as yet.
Well,
Get away from me. Come here.
if I find one that I like, but I haven't found any that I like.
You're trying to get away. Are you going to go out for track this year?
Yes.
What are you going to be trying to do?
Well, anything that I can get.
Well, that's a good attitude. What did you try to do last year?
Well, I tried the 220, and I tried everything.
Right.
The 880.
What?
Except the 880.
Did you try high jumping?
Yes.
How do you like school this year?
Well, it's okay.
How do you like science?
It's okay.
It's okay. You can take it or leave it. Do you like it worse or better? Put him on the spot.
Well, kind of 50-50.
You just about in between. You can't say you like it any better than you did last year.
No.
Well, I'll shoot you in the morning. All right, just talk to the next person. If you'd have said you liked it a lot better, I'd talk to him a little longer. All right, come over here a little closer and tell us your name.
Kathy Cheek.
If your name wasn't Kathy, what would you like to be called?
Daphne Tess.
A what?
Daphne Tess.
Well, what's that?
I don't know.
Is that really a name?
Uh-huh.
Who's named that?
I don't know. I was just looking in the dictionary and I found it.
You and want to be called Gail or Lorna?
I don't care.
She said she'd like to be called Kathy. Kathy, let me ask you something about your family. Do you have some brothers and sisters?
Yes.
What does your father do?
He has the grain elevator.
Oh, that's a fellow out there. Well, I didn't know that. See, I learned something today. I've seen that out there around 45. He buys, sells grain, hauls it.
Yes.
I suppose he makes a living at it.
Yes.
Enough to buy you a real pretty, what's they call that today you got on?
Pants skirt.
A pants skirt, And what would you like to do when you're grown, Kathy?
I don't know yet.
Let's suppose that you had $1,000 to spend. What would you buy with it? You could spend it. You had to spend it. You couldn't save it. What would you buy with it?
I don't know.
Well, is there something you'd like to have? What?
New bedroom outfit.
All right, so you buy a new bedroom outfit. How about, would you buy some new carpet for your floor?
Yes.
What color would you buy?
Yellow.
Yellow carpeting. And is there a particular style of bedroom furniture you like to have?
No.
Well, you wouldn't spend it all it wouldn't cost $1,000, would it?
No.
What would you do with the rest of it?
Save it.
You can't save it. You got to get rid of it. Would you give me the rest of it?
I guess.
Okay, I could use it. All right, thank you for talking. Let's talk to this next girl and move right along here. Come on over here a little closer. And your name?
Nina Payne.
And Nina, who named you?
My mom and my dad.
They both had who suggested Nina?
Me. No, really. Nickname. That's my nickname.
Oh, Nina's your nickname? What's your real name?
Georgina.
Oh, it is? Well, I didn't know that. See, look what I'm learning today. Georgina. How you spell that?
Georgienna.
Well, I don't think I'd ever heard that before. I know I'd never heard the one Kathy gave me. And where do you live?
In Eldorado on Douglas Drive.
You live in town?
No.
You live north of town?
Yes.
And have you always lived there?
No.
Where have you lived before?
Well, I lived up the road a little ways, and then I lived in Alton for about 5 years, and then I lived down here before we moved to Alton.
What do you like to do, Nina, when you're not going to school?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, you just kind of leisure time. Surely you like to do some things, don't you?
Yes.
Well, name a few of them.
I don't know.
What?
Anything.
Oh, just anything, as long as it's not work?
Uh-huh.
Okay. What would be your favorite foods?
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Oh, boy, that sounds pretty good, too, doesn't it? Spaghetti and meatballs. What would you have with it?
Oh. I don't know.
You don't know. All right, what do you want for Christmas?
Anything.
Just anything. Well, okay, thank you for talking. We've got a boy, and going to have another boy, and then a bunch of girls. The rest of them will be girls. All right, and your name, please?
Kenny Harwood.
Hi, Kenny. Have you ever had your voice taped before?
Yes.
How you like it?
I don't.
Doesn't sound like you? You have a brother?
No.
A sister?
Yes.
How many?
3.
Older or younger?
Well, one of them's older and 2's younger.
How old is your older sister?
15.
She's in high school. What's her name?
Rhonda Harwood.
And where do you live?
Beulah Heights.
Beulah Heights, And is that a pretty good part of town to live in?
Yes.
Were you raised out there?
No.
There have been some famous people came from Beulah Heights. You know that?
No.
Mr. Seagraves, Mr. McRoy. They're all both in Beulah Heights. Well, let's see. Now you're. I asked that girl, the last one, what her favorite food was. What's yours?
Hamburgers.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. What would you like to have on your hamburger?
Nothing.
How many would you like to have?
2.
2 hamburgers with nothing coming up. All right. And let's suppose that you had a choice. I suppose you like music, don't you?
Yes.
Let's suppose you had a choice of selecting 5 albums free of charge. What albums would you choose and who by?
I don't know. Johnny Cash.
What song do you like of Johnny Cash's?
Boy Named Sue.
Why do you like that?
I don't know. I just do.
Is it kind of unusual?
Yes.
Okay, and let's talk to this boy. How's our time coming here? We got a few minutes left. All right, hope we can get everybody on and come a little closer. And your name?
Stephen Smothers.
All right, and every time I think about that name, you've got a brother, right?
Yes.
What grade's he in?
5th.
5th grade. And they call you, naturally, the Smothers Brothers, right?
Yes.
Steve's been doing real good work in science this year, and he usually makes an A on all the tests. Have you always been making good grades in science?
Not always. 2nd grade, I had a little trouble.
Mm-hmm. And you seem to be doing real well this year. What would you like to do when you're growing up, Steve?
Play baseball.
Baseball. Mm-hmm. And let's see, now you have this brother of yours. How do you guys get along?
Not too well.
Oh, what seems to cause the trouble?
Him.
Oh, he's the cause of it, is he? Do you ever get him riled up or make him mad?
Yes.
What's one of the best ways to get him mad at you?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't have a real good way of doing it. Let's see, you live out, where do you say you live?
Beulah Heights.
Oh, you live out there around Harwood, do you?
Yes.
How close do you live to him?
About 3 blocks.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite kind of music?
Country and Western.
Mm-hmm. Who do you like the best?
Johnny Cash.
Who else do you like besides Johnny Cash?
Porter Wagner. Bill Anderson.
Hey, yeah, and any others?
Charlie Pride.
Oh, boy, he knows them. That's good. I tell you, anybody that likes country and western music can't be all bad. So we're going to have to be buddies because I'm a country and western music fan, too. All right, thank you for talking. Let's talk to this girl. And you like country and western music?
Yeah.
And your name?
Cindy Harner.
And Cindy, where do you live?
On Main Street.
That's really the main one?
North.
North Main. And what does your father do for bring money into the house to buy potatoes and beans and meal and everything?
He's a foreman for Illinois Power.
Mm-hmm. And your mother keeps house at home?
Yeah.
Do you think that's good that she stays home?
Yeah.
Are you going to say yeah all the way through here or yes?
Yes.
All right. And you have a boyfriend?
No.
Would you like to have one?
No.
Why not?
I don't like them.
They're just all stupid.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, are you sure now that there's not somebody that you kind of like around school? And you don't have to tell us now. Isn't there maybe somebody that you think's kind of cute, or maybe, huh?
No.
Really? Well, I'll ask her. She'll tell me who it is or who she likes. This next girl. Well, if you don't like boyfriends, do you like, what would you like for Christmas?
All kinds of stuff I can get.
Well, tell us about what kind, about riding. You like to ride horses, don't you?
Well, sometimes.
Mm-hmm. What kind of a horse do you ride?
It's one that starts with an A and it's a show horse.
Mm-hmm. Is it your horse?
No, it's my sister's.
Well, it's kind of the family, and you have a mean little sister or a mean big sister?
I got 2 mean sisters and 1 mean brother.
Oh, I see. And did you fall off this horse?
Yes.
Did you hurt the ground?
No.
Did you hurt yourself?
Yes.
Okay, I've got to hurry. Next girl, please. Well, we've got 5 more minutes left. Shucks, I don't believe I'm going to be able to get everybody on here. And your name?
Marcia Shaw.
Marcia, what do you like to do when you're not in school?
Just goof off.
Do you have a boyfriend?
No, not right now.
You have had?
Yes.
Did he know it?
Yes.
You don't know who? You wouldn't want to tell us who it was, would you?
No.
Okay, and what would you like to do when you're grown up?
Be a beautician.
And, I would really like to talk to you a little bit longer, but I'm not going to be able to get everybody on the tape if I don't hurry up. Let's take this next girl. I guess that's the disadvantage of starting at this end and over this end, ending up over there. And your name?
Rhonda Brown.
And Rhonda, why do you have this thing in your hair today?
I don't know.
Is it to hold your hair in place, or you think it's pretty, or what?
I don't know.
You really don't know. Well, we're getting close to Christmas, and what would you like for Christmas?
No, I don't care.
You really don't care. What would be your favorite type of music?
Rock and roll.
Who's your favorite person?
I don't know.
You really don't know. Well, how about what would you like to eat for lunch if you had a choice?
Hamburgers and French
Hamburgers. Okay, thank you for talking. Got another girl. And we're hurrying right along. And your name?
Beth Givens.
And Beth, where did you come from before you were here?
From Onarga. I lived here before, though.
Came from where?
Onarga.
And where's that?
It's up by Chicago.
Why did you move back?
Well, I didn't like it up there, and my mom didn't either.
Oh, that's good. And do you like school here pretty good?
Yes.
How do you like, what do you like best around school?
I don't know.
Cafeteria?
No.
Food? What do you want for Christmas?
Tape recorder.
Have you already told your mother?
Yes.
What'd she say?
She said she'd get it for me.
Well, that sounds good. All right, thank you. And we got these two girls. I believe we're going to be able to get them in here now. I'm kind of speeding up. And your name?
Denise Stallings.
And Vanita, do you know this girl coming up here?
Yes.
Uh-huh. You know anything good about her?
No.
No? And let's see now. You'd like to have what for Christmas?
I don't know.
Well, what'd you get for last Christmas? Too far off? You couldn't remember?
Yeah.
How do you get along with your sisters?
I don't.
Let's suppose you had $1,000 to spend. What would you buy?
A car.
You'd have to get a used one, wouldn't you?
Uh-huh.
You couldn't drive it, could you?
Mm-mm.
You get you someone to drive it for you?
Yes.
Get you a boyfriend who's a lot older and had a driver's license?
No.
Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Who do you like the best of all the boys in school?
Nobody.
You don't want to tell. You don't have to. All right, let's talk to her, and then I believe we'll get it in here before the bell rings. And your name?
Jane Watson.
And Jane, where did you go to school last year?
Hillcrest.
How do you like school this year?
Pretty good.
Okay. How did you like your picture that was taken?
Not so good.
Oh, I believe this looks pretty good. I got it up there. And how many brothers and sisters you have, Jane?
2 sisters and 1 brother.
Mm-hmm. And what are you wanting for Christmas?
Nothing special.
Nothing special. Who you say would probably be your favorite singer?
Johnny Cash.
Oh, you like Johnny Cash. What do you like him singing?
Just anything.
Just about anything. All right, thank you for talking. Well, we got the whole group on here, and we'll stop for right now. Well, we're going to do another recording session today. This is December the 5th, 1969, and we have a real nice-looking group of boys and girls here. Matter of fact, we got some of the best boys and girls in the world, and we're going to talk to them, ask them some questions, put this on tape. Of course, we're doing this because I do this as a hobby to keep voices of all the students I've had, plus it goes along real well with our study of tape recorders in school. Now, I'd like for our first person to come up, and I'd like for the next person to come up, and always have one waiting right behind the other one. And here comes our first one. If you'll, well, this side will just be fine. And let's see now, what's your name?
Veronica Clark.
All right, Veronica, how do you feel about being first?
Terrible.
Do you feel excited or nervous?
Nervous.
Have you heard your voice before?
No.
How do you think it'll sound?
Terrible.
You think it'll be terrible? What makes you think it'll be terrible?
I don't know.
Rhonda, what would you like to have for Christmas?
Pair of roller skates.
What are you going to do with them?
Go skating.
Do you already know how to skate?
Yes.
Do you go out to the roller rink?
Yes.
What is probably the most difficult thing for you to do skating?
Skate backwards.
Do you skate backwards any?
Yeah, some.
Did you ever fall?
Yes.
Did you hurt yourself or the floor?
Myself.
Oh, I see. Did you ever bruise yourself?
Uh-huh.
How long have you been skating?
About 3 or 4 years.
What does it cost to skate out there at the rink?
75 cents if you don't have roller skates, and 50 if you do.
Okay, thank you for talking. You notice how she got away from me, and you come right on up here a little closer, and I want to keep close to the machine so I can watch, see if we're taping normal. And your name?
Lisa Prince.
And are there a lot of those in the world?
No.
What kind of a name is that?
I don't know.
You don't know what nationality you are? Have you always lived in Eldorado?
No.
Where did you live before you came to Eldorado?
Patoka.
Mm-hmm. How you spell that?
Patoka.
Mm-hmm. Was that a nice place to live?
Yeah.
Did you hate to leave?
Yeah.
Did you cry?
Yeah.
Do you ever say yes instead of yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 3 brothers.
Does this make life kind of hard?
Yes.
Are they older or younger?
I have 2 older than me and 1 younger.
Well, how do you get along with Larry?
They're terrible.
What would you say would be the worst thing about him?
He always picks on me and hits me.
Why does he do that?
I don't know.
Does he dislike you, or he thinks you're a punching bag?
I don't know.
What really makes him mad, would you say?
Teasing him about his girlfriend.
Do you know who it is?
No.
Oh, just teasing him about one he might have.
Yeah.
And what does your dad do?
He works at the elevator.
Does he work at it or own it?
He owns it.
Mm-hmm. And he bought it recently, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, and thank you for talking. We got a boy this time, and I think maybe if I'll put this chair up here and let everybody sit down, that way they can't get away. All right, and what is your name?
Buddy Goldman.
All right, buddy, you're everybody's buddy.
Right.
And buddy, what do you like to do when you're not in school?
Play.
What?
Football.
What part of the game do you like best?
Quarterback.
Can you do a pretty good job?
I don't know.
How far would you say you could throw a football?
I don't know.
Well, could you throw one across this room?
Of course.
All right, how much farther?
About from here down to the end of the steps.
Oh, well, that's a pretty good ways. And what do you like to do when you're not in school besides playing football?
Play basketball. I don't know.
You just like to play. Well, you're a pretty good worker, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
What do you do? You've helped your dad some. What do you do? What do you help him do?
Well, he lays roofs. He's a carpenter. I help him do work on roofs and just help him around things.
Did you ever drive a nail and hit the wrong nail?
No.
Ever hit your finger?
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Well, that's hitting the wrong nail. What do you? Well, maybe I better not ask you what you say when you hit your hit your finger. You might tell me. What would you say would be your favorite food?
I don't know.
Well, what are some things you don't like to eat?
I don't know that either.
You mean you just eat about anything that's put before you?
Just about.
Would you say you were a human garbage disposal?
No.
All right, buddy. Thank you for talking. Got another boy. Come along here. Just have a seat there, young fella. And what's your name?
Charles Delaney.
Charlie, how do you like school?
Not very good.
Not very good. What's wrong?
I don't know.
Study too hard?
No.
You don't have to work very hard?
No.
How do you like science?
Okay.
How would you compare this class with the others?
I like science the best.
Aha! He said the right thing. And I might tell you when you come up here, if I ask you something about it, if you like science or your teacher, just lie a little bit. Put it on thing. No, not really. I was just kidding. Play ball last night, Charlie?
Yes.
Did you do anything?
No.
You fouled, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you get run over?
Yeah.
I wonder why. Have you got a lot of fans?
Mm-hmm.
I noticed last night when you went in the game, people cheered. They trying to? Are you fans?
I guess. I don't know.
Your friends, probably, right?
Yes.
Let's see. What are you going to do when you're grown up?
I don't know.
Well, all right then. How do you get along with David?
Not very good.
What do you guys fuss about?
I don't know. I start hitting him. He gets tails on me and I get in trouble.
Why do you pick on him?
I don't know.
You don't know. You just do it, huh? Okay. Got another boy and got 2 more boys. Gosh, we got a bunch of boys here. Then we have some girls. And your name?
Jim Allen
And where do you live, Jim?
on East Dewey Road.
Mm-hmm. And tell us about what your father does for a living.
Well, he's a fish biologist. He works over at Harrisburg in City Hall.
What does the fish biologist do?
Well, they take rotenone on lakes for overpopulation, and they go on creel census to find out how many fishermen caught, and they do a lot of office work.
How do you like school this year?
Pretty good.
How do you like science?
Well, I like it best.
Oh, I see. You got him going too. He said he liked it the best too. What do you go? Did I ask you what you like to do when you're grown?
No,
Would you tell us?
I'm a surgeon. I'd like to be a surgeon.
Like to be a surgeon. Well, let me see your hands here. Hold your hand out. That's pretty steady. Maybe you wouldn't get you shaking. You like to be like this guy in medical center?
Maybe.
You like to be as handsome as he is?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, you're already handsome, aren't you?
I don't know.
What'd you do last summer when you were in school you liked to do?
Oh, I went to baseball practice, and we went on camping trips.
Okay. Thank you for talking. We've got another boy come along here. Just have a seat there, young man, and tell us your name.
Mark Davis.
All right, Mark. Let's suppose, Mark, that someone came along and gave you $1,000 and said, "Now you got to spend it. You can't save it. What would you spend it for?"
No telling.
You won't tell?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
what would you like to have?
I don't know.
Well, let's say that you had to spend it for clothes. What kind of clothing would you buy?
I don't know. Pants. Pants, sure, I guess.
Okay. And well, let's suppose that you bought some of your favorite foods. You went to a real swanky restaurant, you know, and they had some of the best foods. What kind of foods would you order?
I don't know.
Well, do you know anything?
No.
Oh, I believe you do. Where have you gone around the country that you enjoyed the most? What place?
Florida.
What do you like about Florida?
I don't know. I just like it.
Well, there must be something there.
No. It's always warm and you go swimming all the time.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Would you like one?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, I guess.
Yes. Who would you like for a girlfriend?
I don't know.
You wouldn't tell us if you knew, would you?
No.
That's what I thought. Okay, let's talk to this next boy. And what is your name, please?
Charles Buckley.
Okay, Charles, and looks like you've had a haircut. Is that right?
Yes.
And you got a new coat on?
Yeah.
Well, you're all fixed up, aren't you? Now you got a new coat, a new haircut. What else would you like to have, say, for Christmas?
I don't know.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have 3 brothers and 1 sister.
Are you the oldest?
Yes.
How does it feel to be the oldest? Is it good or bad?
Bad.
Why?
Get blamed for everything.
Like what?
Everything.
Okay, give us anything in particular?
No.
No. Well, let's see. Now you live up on Main Street. Is that right?
Yes.
I used to live up that way. And where'd you come from when you moved to Eldorado?
Indiana.
What part of the state did you live in?
Well, Montgomery.
What part of where is Montgomery? What big towns it close to?
Indianapolis.
What would you like to do next summer when you're not in school and can have a little time of your own?
I don't know.
Anything? You'd like to watch TV or sit around in the yard?
Yes.
You just like to take it easy?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for talking. I think maybe I'll move this chair out of the way because I have to talk down to you. I want you to stand up so I can talk up to you. And your name?
Stan LaRue,
Okay. And I call you Stan the Man.
I guess.
Okay. If you're not a man, you will be some of these days, right?
Yes.
If you live long enough. And let's see, Stan, have you always lived around Eldorado?
No, we moved from Bernie, Missouri in 1965.
All right. Well, good. See, I got quite a bit of your voice there. And where is this town located in Missouri?
down below Dexter, around Malden and Kennett, around in there, the Boot Hill.
Oh, in the Boot Hill. Yeah, I know where that area is. And Interstate 55 goes through there now. Did you know that?
No.
Well, it does, and I'm giving you information here today. And you're going to grow up some of these days, Stan. And what do you like to do when you're grown up?
Well, either a veterinary or a butcher.
One or the other. You're either going to cut them up or fix them, huh?
Yes.
In other words, you're going to be associated with animals. I believe your dad is a butcher.
Yes.
Did you ever help him butcher an animal?
Yes, I did.
What can you do that would be helpful?
Well, I can bring him the knives and the equipment that he needs and other things.
Do you ever use the knives?
Hardly ever, once in a while.
Did your dad ever cut his finger?
Yes.
Very bad?
Not too bad.
Mm-hmm. And how do you like school this year?
Fair.
It's fair. Better or worse than last year?
Better.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. All right, I've got another boy come along here. And what's your name?
Jeff Colmeyer.
You better come a little closer, Jeff, and say it again.
Jeff Colmeyer.
And Jeff, do you have a nickname?
No.
Would you like one?
No.
Let's see, what would be a good one for you? Well, I'll think of one. And when you're growing up, Jeff, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
Have no idea. What do you see around here, people doing you think's interesting? I don't mean these people, I mean adults.
Nothing's much interesting to me.
Nothing? Well, let me ask you this question then. How do you feel when you get out on the basketball floor?
Excited, nervous, scared.
I'm going to ask these other players that too in a few minutes. Do you know what's going on?
Mostly.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever score a basket?
Yeah.
Where?
At Hillcrest and here.
Who against?
Raleigh and I forget the other team.
And did you ever foul any?
Yeah.
You like science pretty good this year?
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. Doing pretty good in here. And let's see now, your dad runs a store, is that right?
Yes.
Does he have a lot of Christmas presents in there?
Not yet.
What are you going to be getting for Christmas?
Shotgun.
Have you already talked to Santa Claus?
Dad.
Talk to your dad about how about Santa Claus?
Well, pretty much close to the same thing.
Get away from the mic. I see you live where?
The rural route one.
Mm-hmm. You live out, go down the railroad track out through there?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you for talking. Here's another boy. I wonder who he is. Would you tell all the world who you are?
Bobby Franks.
Come up here a little closer, Bobby. Did anybody ever tell you he's a pretty nice looking boy?
Mm-mm.
Nobody ever told you that?
Yeah, I guess.
Who?
Grandma and Mom.
Yeah. That's about the way it goes. Grandma and Mom, they'll do that. They're always nice, you know. They always say nice things to us. Well, do you get excited playing basketball?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Does Mr. McRoy ever get after you?
Yes.
What for?
Not shooting when I'm supposed to, and not driving or anything.
How do you feel when he says, all right, Parks, get in there and do this or that?
I don't know.
Does it bother you? I mean, does it ever make you mad?
No.
You just
not mad, but scared.
Kind of scared, and you know that you probably need to do that, right?
Yes.
Mr. McRoy, a pretty good coach?
Yes.
And did you do any good last night?
I guess.
Mm-hmm. You're doing better in science right now, aren't you?
Yes.
I wonder what caused that.
Studied.
Oh, yeah. That does make a difference, doesn't it, when you study a little bit. And how do you think that basketball game's going to go today between the old men and the young men?
You'll probably win.
You really think we'll win? What makes you think that?
It's bigger, shoot better.
Yeah, but we're older and fatter, too.
Well, I don't know.
All right, well, let's talk to this next boy and see what his name is. Come here. What's your name?
David Haney.
All right, David, where do you live?
I live 4 miles north of Raleigh.
Raleigh, by golly.
Yes.
I see. And did you go to Raleigh school last year?
Yes.
And how do you like school this year?
Better than last year.
I wonder why.
Mostly because the 7th grade, all 7th graders and 8th graders together.
Oh, I see. Are there more boys than girls? There's more boys. How about girls? You like girls any?
Yes.
You have a girlfriend?
Yes.
You wouldn't want to tell us who it was, would you?
No.
Oh, I see. I can't get most of these people just won't tell. I don't know why. They act like they're ashamed of them or something. I'm going to ask Sherry when she gets up here about her boyfriend. No, I'm not Sherry. I was kidding. She's already getting ready to face it. I just killed her already. Now I'll ask Steve, or Kevin. Well, let's see now. You having a little bit of trouble with your basketball game?
Yes.
What seems to be wrong?
I don't know.
You're not shooting right, or not rebounding right, or what?
I don't know.
In other words, Mr. McRoy feels like you need to kind of sit out a little bit and watch, maybe?
Yeah.
You'd rather be playing, though, hadn't you, than be sitting on a bench?
Yes.
I know how you feel about that. Let's suppose that I was to challenge you to a ball game. Say we'd shoot from out on the floor somewhere, say to 20. Who do you think would win?
You.
Why do you say that?
Well, 'cause you're a lot better shot than I am.
Oh, I see. I never did play, did I?
No.
Well, what makes you think I'm a better shot?
'Cause I've watched you play against the other boys.
Oh, I see. Did I ever beat Chris Harbeson?
Yes.
I should have said that, Chris. I'll let Chris talk about that when he gets up here. What would you like to do when you're grown?
I kind of wanted to be a lawyer.
Oh, a lawyer. Well, I tell you what you're going to have to do. You have to stay a little bit harder at school. You going to do it?
Yes.
Okay, we got another boy. Gosh, we've had mostly boys here. And we're on our third row right now. And come over here a little bit closer. And your name?
Stephen Caldwell.
I've been talking about basketball here quite a bit. And if you went to the game last night, boy, you saw a shot and a half. What kind of a shot was this now?
I don't know.
It went in, though, didn't it?
Yes.
And I saw you take another one. And did you think that would go in?
No.
I believe that was a new one. You ought to get a patent on that. I believe that was a different. I've never seen a shot like that before. Where do you live?
Route 1.
Uh-huh. And what do you do when you're not in school to have fun?
Play basketball.
What else?
Ride my horse.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you got a horse. What kind of horse you got?
Shetland stallion.
Oh, how big is he?
Oh, not very big.
Mm-hmm. Do you ride him pretty hard, or did you ever fall off of him?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Not far. It wasn't far to the ground, though, was it?
No.
How long has it been since you fell off that horse?
Couple of 3 months.
Couple of 3. 2 or 3, is that what that means? How are you doing this year in school?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you like school as well this year as last year?
Yes.
Would you say better or worse?
Better.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. You know, that's really good to hear, because that means if you like it, then maybe you like it even better next year. And you doing all right in science class?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about that science teacher?
He's okay.
He's okay. I asked that question about the other section a while ago, and some person said, I said, how do you like science teacher? They said, real good. Said, he's real cool. And I said, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. I didn't know I was. All right, thank you for talking about another boy here. He's got a real pretty, what is that, velvet?
Yes.
Kind of a velvet sweater on and a white turtleneck. Is that a real turtleneck, or is that just a fake? That's the fake. Well, it looks like a real one. And your name?
Ronnie Davis.
Okay, Ronnie, and I don't know what we're having for lunch today, but what would be your favorite meal if you could just choose it? Say, now, Mama, I want this and this and this. What would you have?
I don't know.
Well, are there some foods you don't like?
Yes.
What are they?
Beans.
Beans. Any kind of beans?
Yes.
I wonder why you don't like beans. You have any idea?
Yeah.
Why is that?
They just don't taste good.
Oh, well, I thought most everybody liked beans. I was raised on beans. We had, when I was a kid growing up, we had beans and taters one day, and the next day we had taters and beans. Did you ever have those? How about your brother? Are you older than him or younger?
Older.
Uh-huh, and how do you get along with him?
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a horse?
Yes.
What's your horse's name?
Sally.
Do you ever ride your horse very much?
Yes.
Have you rode the horse this week?
No.
Do you ever have trouble catching the horse?
Yes.
I know when I was a kid, we had horses, and have to go out in the field, try to catch them, and run away from them. How's the best way to catch the horse?
Hide the rope.
Yeah, hide them and then slip up to them and kind of pat them a little bit. And I know how it works. Best way, though, is get them in the barn if you can, right? And then you go in there and get them. What are you going to do when you're, say, as old as your dad?
I don't know. Probably help him.
What would you like to, what does he do?
Puts up grain bins and sells air conditioners and furnaces.
Oh, he does. Did he work for someone that sold air conditioners or put in air conditioners one time?
Yes.
Who do you work for?
Who does he work for?
No, does he work for somebody now?
No, he owns a tin shop at Ridgeway.
Who did he used to work for?
Bert Herman, the Eldorado.
Okay, thank you for talking. Now here's the girl. And we got a couple of boys, 3 more. We don't have too many girls in this class, do we? And see, what was I going to ask you? I forgot what it was now. What's your name?
Sherry Irvin.
And Sherry, do you look forward to talking on the tape recorder?
I don't know.
Do you kind of dread it?
Yes.
Why do you dread it?
I don't know. Just get up here.
Just getting up here. Are you kind of shy, or are you kind of bold, or how?
Shy.
Yeah, well, that's a good way to be, really. I'm really shy, too. Do you know it?
No.
I am. I've always been shy. I think I'll sit down. That's why I need that chair. I can sit down, you can stand up. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. And you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes.
How many?
1 brother and 2 sisters.
Mm-hmm. Are you the oldest?
No.
Who's the oldest?
My brother, Randall.
How old is he?
18.
18? Goodness sakes. Well, is he out of school, or does he live around here?
Oh, he lives at Springfield.
Oh, well, I guess I missed him somewhere along the way. How tall did he get?
Oh, about 6 foot. I don't know.
Really? Now, your dad's not that tall, is he? What's he, about 5'8"?
Probably.
Uh-huh. What would you like to do when you're all grown up and, be a nice, grown-up, beautiful girl? What would you like to do?
I don't know.
Like to be a teacher?
No.
Would you like to be bookkeeper?
No.
Housewife?
I guess.
I guess. Okay, thank you for talking. Got a boy. And come over a little bit closer. And what's your name?
Kevin Sutton.
Okay, Kevin. Let's see now about you. You live on a farm, I suppose.
Yes.
How do you like living out on the farm?
I like it.
Would you rather live in town?
No.
Do you live anywhere close to Jeff Kohlmeyer?
Yes.
Do you ever go over to his house?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. I just wondered. I know you guys lived out in the country. Do you believe that there's anyone else alive, like on Mars, out in this universe?
Yes.
Explain why.
I don't know. Just, I do.
Well, give me some kind of a concrete answer here now. Don't say, you want to back it up. Why?
I don't know. I think there are. Huh?
Well, what gave you this idea?
I read it
Where?
in some book. I don't know.
And you just agreed with it.
Yeah.
But you don't know why you agree with it.
No.
Oh, I bet you do. You just don't want to tell me, do you? Well, let's see. You got a big sister, I believe, in high school. Is that right?
Yes.
You get along with her pretty good?
No.
What's wrong?
She's mean.
Are you?
No.
You're nice, sweet, lovable, I bet, huh?
Yeah.
Well, let's see now. You believe there's people on Mars, possibly. Would you like to go to Mars?
No.
What would you like to do when you're, say, 30?
I don't know.
What's some of the favorite things you like to do now?
Play, I guess.
What?
Football.
All right. Thank you for talking. We've got a girl now. And let's see if we can find out what her name is. I'll just bet you she'll tell us what her name is. What is it?
Beth Cooley.
Okay, Beth. Do you like that name?
No.
Let's suppose that, actually as kids, we don't have very much of a choice. We're a little bitty thing, and they give us a name. They just slap a name on us, right? And so let's suppose that now when you get 10, you have a choice, and you can choose any name you want. What would you like to be called?
Sue.
A boy named Sue?
No.
Do you like Johnny Cash?
No.
Who is your favorite singer, would you say?
Tom Jones.
Tom Jones? What do you like about Tom Jones?
When he dances.
Does that, does he interest you, or is he, what about his dance do you like?
I don't know.
Is he kind of wild?
Yeah.
Do you like him when he goes down and kisses the girls?
Yes.
Would you like to be in the audience?
No.
Would you want him to kiss you?
No.
Would you kiss him?
Yeah.
Do you realize he's an old man?
Yes.
Gosh, he must be 30 some odd.
No.
That wouldn't matter.
No.
You have a boyfriend?
Yes.
You want to tell us who it is?
No.
Well, that's right, because we put it on tape, it might change, right? And we'd say, well, now that's all off, and get you a new one. What would you like to have if you had a choice of some foods for lunch?
I don't know.
You don't know. All right, we'll just part with those words. Thank you for talking. And we got a boy here. I don't know if we're going to be able to get everybody on today or not. What's your name?
Tommy Campbell.
And you have a nickname?
No.
I thought you told me you did the other
Oh
day.
yeah, soup.
And they got that from Campbell's Soup, is that right?
Yeah.
They ever call you Soupy?
Sometimes.
Like Soupy Sales?
Yes.
And what do you like to have for Christmas?
I don't know.
Well, what'd you get last year for Christmas?
Almost everything.
What?
Well, games and models. That's all.
That's all. And who would you say would be one of your favorite, one of your best friends?
Buddy Gobin and Charles Bunkley.
Oh, good old Charles Buckley, yeah? And Buddy Gobin, okay. Why you got them for friends?
I don't know.
Are they pretty good kids?
Sometimes.
Sometimes they're not. When are some of those times they're not?
Well, I don't know.
You don't want to say, huh? All right. So don't run off. I want to ask you another question. You have any brothers or sisters?
No.
Is that why you're so spoiled?
No.
Or are you spoiled?
No.
No. Well, okay. Next, boy. Now we're starting on the fourth row. We got about 15 minutes left. Come over a little bit closer. And your name?
Joey Potts.
Joy, you're a pretty good battery maker, aren't you?
I don't know.
How'd you like making that battery?
It's fun.
What'd you put in it?
Well, I put the starch-coated paper inside the can-like thing, and then I put the thing in it, a little round thing, and then I put this mix in it, and I packed it down real good, and then I put another little thing over it, and I put I don't know what it is, I put it down in it, and then I let you pour the wax over it to seal it.
And it didn't work?
Yes, it did.
Oh, it did work. Okay. And do you like to do things with your hands?
Yes.
What would you like to do when you're grown?
Be a carpenter?
Oh, that'd be a good trade. Do you have a new shirt on today?
No.
That look like, is this a real shirt you got on underneath that shirt?
Yes.
I thought maybe that's one of those fakes like they sometimes wear them. Okay, Joy, thank you for talking. We got another boy coming along here, and we're going to have a couple of girls. And what is your name?
Wayne Wilson.
And so let's suppose that you had a choice. What would you name yourself? Or maybe you like the name.
I like it.
Oh, you think your parents did a real good job naming you?
I guess.
Uh-huh. And you have a tie on today?
Yeah.
Why are you wearing a tie?
Bought it with a shirt.
Mm-hmm. And I'd like if you come just a little closer here. You're getting away from me. And I asked Sutton a while ago about some people on Mars or places. What do you think about that?
I don't know.
Do you think a man will ever go to the moon?
I've already been there.
Oh, they've already been there. Yeah, that's right. They have, haven't they? Do you know who they were?
Some of them.
Who were they?
Well, the last one was Conrad and Gordon, I think.
Or Bean?
I think he stayed up in the... No, it was Conrad that stayed up there, wasn't it?
Well, no, I believe it was Bean and Conrad that walked on the moon. And what are you going to do next? What do you got planned for next summer?
Horseback riding.
You have your own horse?
I got 14.
14? You're still backing up. Come over here. Tell me about these horses. Are they all riding horses, or some of them not?
Well, we got about 7 of them you can ride, and the other ones they pull carts and things.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you show them or ride them any place?
Sometimes.
Where?
On Mount Vernon at the fair.
Oh, you mean the show horses where they pull these fancy carts?
Yeah.
Oh, where do you keep these horses?
At my grandpa's.
Where's that?
Mount Vernon.
Oh, at Mount Vernon. Uh-huh. Did you ever fall off a horse?
Yeah.
What kind of feeling was that?
It was kind of miserable.
Did you hurt the ground?
Mm-mm.
Did you hurt yourself?
Yeah.
Where'd you hit?
Oh, I landed on the ground and the horse stepped on me.
Ooh, man. That's bad. All right, thank you for talking. Now we got a girl. And we're going to have another girl. And then come a little closer, please. And your name, please.
Charlie Hahn.
Mm-hmm. And Christmas is on its way. And have you talked to Santa Claus yet?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What'd you tell old Santa?
I want to sit in their twin beds.
Oh, you have a sister that you have to share a bedroom with?
No.
And why do you want twin beds then?
Well, I just like them better than the big bed I have.
Would you not get away? I'm having to reach. And would you like to have some new carpet on your floor?
I don't know.
Do you have some now?
No.
Suppose that you were to put some new carpet down. What color would you like?
Beige.
What color is that?
Well, an off-white like.
Off-white. Not off-gray. Off-white. Do you have a nickname?
Yes.
You don't want to tell it, do you?
Well, I imagine everybody knows it.
Oh, I see. Well, if everybody knows, no use to tell it. Let's see now. How do you like school this year?
I like it.
Mm-hmm. Why?
It's different.
Why?
Well, we've never had a junior high before. I've never gone.
The reason why I asked why, that my little boy, that's what he asked me. Why? And how do you like science?
I do.
How do you like the science teacher?
I do.
Oh, boy. See? She's following my direction. Even though she doesn't mean it, she's still telling me that, right?
Right.
Right. Did you give me a picture? Did I have one of your pictures up here?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. And down they came. All right, and thank you for talking, and I better pick these up. And your name?
Dawn Rice.
And what's your full name?
Cynthia Dawn.
Mm-hmm. Do you know who named you?
Uh-huh.
Who?
My mom.
Did your dad have anything to do with it?
He okayed it.
He just okayed it. Well, that's good. And Don, how about your family? How many brothers and sisters you have?
One sister.
Mm-hmm. What would be let's suppose that you had a choice. They were free. You could pick out 5 albums, musical albums, and they were all free. What 5 would you pick out?
All the Petula Clark.
Oh, you like her, do you? You know where she's from?
England, I think.
Mm-hmm. What are some of her songs that you like real well?
Have Another Dream on Me.
A what?
Have Another Dream on Me.
Oh, yeah. What else did she put out?
You're One in a Million and The Sun Shines Out of Your Shoes.
Mm-hmm. Well, she does sing real well. And did you ever see her in a movie?
No.
Have you ever you've seen her on television, I'm supposing, shows?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And what does your father do for a living?
He's a lineman.
Mm-hmm. Wichita lineman?
No.
Eldorado lineman?
Yeah.
Illinois power lineman?
Yeah.
Even better. And what are you getting for Christmas?
I don't know.
Have you hinted yet?
No.
You haven't even hinted around?
No, I don't even know what I want.
Oh, I see. Well, you'll have to talk to Santa Claus. Have you seen Santa Claus lately?
No.
Oh, no. Okay, thank you for talking. And we got another boy here. And rather long-looking thing. And what's your name?
Bill Morris.
All right, Bill. How you like school this year?
Pretty good.
Okay, and what's your dad do for a living?
Coal miner.
And your mother?
Part-time teacher.
Part-time teacher. Oh, I see. Did she ever teach you anything?
Well, I guess.
What?
Well, I don't know.
A lot of things, I'll bet, didn't she?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll bet that you would like to probably do something when you're grown. What would you like?
Be a vet.
How many years of school you have to be a vet?
8, I think.
What makes you think you'd like to be a vet? You mean a veterinarian, I suppose?
Yeah.
Well, why?
Like animals, I guess.
What is your favorite animal?
Well, dog or a chicken.
Dog or chicken? Well, you wouldn't treat chickens, would you? Come up a little closer. You're getting away from it. How about dogs? What is probably your favorite dog of all of them?
My old one.
A what?
My old one.
Your old dog?
Yeah.
What kind of dog is it?
Mutt.
What's a mutt?
Oh, about every kind of dog, I guess.
Oh, you mean it's not a very high-bred dog?
No.
Uh-huh. And you're going to go all those years to school, and you're going to be a vet. Well, maybe you'll do that. Would you like to play basketball?
Yes.
Why aren't you playing?
Growing too fast.
Growing too fast? Maybe you'll be able to play by next year?
Yes.
Oh, we hope so, don't we? All right, next boy. And what is your name?
Chris Harbeson.
And I'll tell you, Chris, if you'll just walk over here a little bit more so I can watch what's happening. And did you play ball last night any?
Yes.
What'd you do?
Walk 5 times in a row.
What causes that, I wonder?
Taking too many steps.
You're going to have to learn to put a ball on the floor before you take off, right?
Yes.
You know, I would think the way you take off with that basketball, you'd make a good track man. You'd really get it going.
No.
You go out for track next year?
Yes.
What are you going to do in track?
Throw discus.
All right, were you the champion 6th grader this last year?
Yes.
You got the blue ribbon, didn't you?
Yes.
I remember that. And maybe you can throw it much farther this next year. Well, what do you think about the ball game this afternoon between the old men and the boys?
The old men's going to win.
Really? What makes you think that?
Because I've seen you guys play before and I know it.
Yeah, but remember, we're going to be running up and down the floor. And I'm going to be... You sure?
Yes, because you guys get double the timeouts.
Well, they have timeouts, too, if we have them.
Yeah. But you got double the timeouts, so... See, you can take them, they can't.
Well, yes, they can take... They'll get the rest every time we do.
Well, that'll give you more time to...
Oh, you mean it'll give us more time to rest? And if we don't call timeouts, then they can only get 5. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Well, don't you think we ought to have a lot of timeouts?
Yes.
What would happen, do you think, if you and I were to play a ball game? And, just get out here on the floor and shoot?
You'd beat me.
Because I was lucky?
No, because you're good.
Oh, good? Why, I haven't played ball in over 20 years.
I wouldn't bet on it.
No, it's been over 20 years since I played basketball.
Well, it might have been, but you're still good.
You wouldn't want to tell the score when we played, would you?
21-3.
21-3. Well, I maybe I shouldn't put you on the spot and make you tell that. But we had a lot of fun at it anyway. What would you like to do when you're grown?
Be a professional football player or track star.
No, that'd be fine. Well, you just keep working on it, Chris, and you just might be. And let's talk to this girl right behind you. And, and your name?
Belinda Brookes.
And Belinda, do you like Linda better than Belinda?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. And let's suppose, or do you like the name at all?
No.
What would you like to be called?
Vicky.
Mm-hmm. Like Vicky Phillips?
Yes.
You really like that name. I wonder what Vicky will say about it. She probably doesn't like Vicky. What do you like to do when you're not in school?
Pester my little sister.
What fun is that?
It always gets her in trouble.
Gets her in trouble, and then you enjoy that. That's kind of mean, isn't it?
No.
You don't think it's mean?
No, because she always turns around and gets me in trouble.
Oh, I see. Uh-huh. Well, what does your mother do or dad do then?
Tells me to quit pestering her.
And if you don't?
I get in trouble.
Like what?
Like I get grounded or whipping or get sent in my bedroom.
What do you get whipped with?
About.
Woo, you doggies. I wouldn't feel very good, would it? What are you going to do next summer during summer vacation that you think would be fun?
Go up and visit my cousin.
Where does she live?
In Alton.
Okay, thank you for talking. And how much time we got left? Maybe time just for about one more, I believe. And what is your name?
Vicky Phillips.
You like that name, Vicky?
No.
You like to be called Belinda?
No.
And where do you live, Vicky?
Broughton.
And is that a good place to live?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've been around there and a lot of pretty good people around Broughton. It's not a very big town, is it?
No.
And what is probably your favorite food?
Hamburger, I guess, and French fries.
Mm-hmm. We having that for lunch today?
No.
You know what we're having?
No.
I don't either. Did anybody ever tell you had nice, pretty big brown eyes?
Yes.
Who told you that?
Everybody knew.
Your boyfriend tell you that?
No.
What'd he tell you?
Nothing.
You don't have one?
No.
I bet your mother and dad told you that they were they are real nice looking eyes. Real big brown. I like real big brown eyes. And what would you like to do when you're grown, Vicky?
Be a teacher.
Well, that'll just be fine. You know, I wish I had more time to talk to you, but I don't. Isn't time up at 5 after? And I guess we better stop right here for right now, but we'll get you 4 on here, and we'll probably have to wait till Monday to get you on, but we'll do that. And so we'll stop here for right now, and we'll continue this and next time we get an opportunity.